Yeah, the low's your.
That's what I had. I always like double stick. I feel like I'm
Yeah, the Lozier Center had this kind of gritty-ish feel to it, but so did we. Not only the women's basketball program, but all the sports programs before us. I think it's very important that we recognize the history of the building.
So if I was describing the Gordon Lozier Center, tough, resilient.
Lozier's taught me that there's been a lot of history here. There's been a lot of winning spirits and winning champions. We're a family here.
Some of those older baseball teams, the volleyball teams, the men's basketball team, we wouldn't have been able to start our program, and really appreciate all the blood, sweat, and tears that was put into Lozier.
You have a job and a responsibility to other number on that wall to win and add a banner. You know, that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. And it reminds you just all the history, you know, the 40, 50 years that we've had here at Bellevue and all the winning that we've done there.
The reason I chose to come to this school and be a part of the program was players on the team, the coaches, the environment.
I think just because I walked through that gym on my recruit visit, practicing in there, so many memories, taking out the roof, taking out the lights. When you walk into the gym, it's just you feel a lot of love in that gym.
If the gym was a person, I'd probably give it a big hug.
And I had to say goodbye, I would just give them a giant dap-up hug.
The time and all the memories I've had there have been so many good memories.
Having those moments like every other athlete does in the Golden Lozier Center, but it's playing games and practice. It's something we're gonna hold for the rest of our lifetime.
Association Player of the Year fittingly wins it with the final kill. The Bruins win the match 25-23 in set number 3 to sweep the Dakota State.
Thank you very much on behalf of Bellevue University Esports.
On behalf of men's basketball, we just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you on behalf of Bellevue University Softball.
On behalf of the men's soccer team, we want to say thank you to everyone that contributed to making this facility a reality.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to get started.
Thank you very much for the new facility. This is going to be a game changer for Bellevue University and Bruin Athletics.
Thank you, Lozier, for all the memories. We are looking forward to the brand new ceiling in the Fieldhouse.
Thank you for all the memories in the Gordon Lozier and your support. We can't wait to start new memories in the new building.
I just want to say a big thank you to Dr. Mary Hawkins and the Board of Directors for allowing this to happen. We had a great run at Lozier, 50 years, and we're looking for 50 more years in a fantastic facility. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Madeline Bears. Women's action first, followed by the men's game at 7 p.m. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins women's team, 9-13 overall, 5-12 in the Frontier Conference. For the Rocky Mountain Madeline Bears, they are 15-8 overall, 12-5 in a tie for fourth place in the Frontier Conference. The Battling Bears rated number 18 in this week's NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. The Battling Bears defeated the Bruins earlier this season in Billings, Montana, home of Rocky Mountain College, by a score of 72-58. So the Bruins trying to get a measure of revenge this evening. Yesterday, both of these teams were in action. The Bruins hosted Carroll College out of Montana. Bellevue played well, but on the short end of a 63-56 loss to Carroll College. Rocky Mountain College on the road in South Dakota, where they lost to the number 7 rated Dakota State Trojans by a score of 69-62. So both these teams coming off of losses yesterday, trying to get back on the winning streak. For the Bruins yesterday against Carroll College, Dersoni Kyles had a great game, 16 points for her. Janelle Coleman set a record for herself with 12 rebounds. For the Battling Bears, Paige Wasson led the way with 16 points. Isabella Hessam with 12 points and 15 rebounds for the Bears. On the season, these two teams doing pretty well offensively, 62.2 points per game for the Bruins, but they allow 68.5. For the Battling Bears, they average 69.3 points per game and allow only 62.7. The Bruins shooting 40% from the floor, the Bears 44%. The Bruins shooting 34% from behind the three-point arc to 35% for Rocky Mountain. And at the free throw line, the Bruins 71% to 68% for the Battling Bears. That's how some of the stats stack up as we get ready for this afternoon's contest in the Frontier Conference. The Bellevue Bruins and the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. Time now to turn it over to public address announcer Ray Quinn for the introduction of the starting lineups and our national anthem.
As a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values, creating a positive environment in which our student athletes may participate. Our game officials may work and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Thank you for your support and cooperation. Please enjoy today's game. This time we ask you to please rise, remove cover as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, fans. It's time now to meet the starters for the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College. Rocky Mountain enters today's game ranked 18th in the NAIA, and with an overall record of 15-8, they are 12-5 in conference play here in the Frontier Conference. Starting at guard, a 5'9" junior from Bozeman, Montana, number 12, Talon Black. At another guard, a 5'8" junior from Maple Valley, Washington, number 22, Angelina Kavanaugh. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from Whitewater, Montana, number 23, Paige Wanson. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Winifred, Montana, number 32, Isabel Hagum. And at forward, a 6'1" senior from Billings, Montana, number 42, Brenna Lindsay. The Battling Bears are coached by head coach Russ Westkeller in his 12th season, assisted by Jason Mergel. And now the starting lineup for your Bellevue University Bruins. The Bruins enter today's game with an overall record of 9-13. They are 5-12 in Frontier Conference play. Starting at guard, a 5'11" junior from Lime Springs, Iowa, number 4, Joy Barron. At guard, a 5'8" junior from Victorville, California, number 5, Carolyn Ellison. At forward, a 5'11" junior from Omaha, Nebraska, number 15, Kaya Muhammad. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from La Vista, Nebraska, number 23, Drew Zuha. And at guard, a 5'8" junior from Moreno Valley, California, number 24, Drasani Kyles. The Bruins are coached by the Iceman. That's James Bedford in his first season, assisted by Big Oka Alec Boji.
All right, thanks once again to Ray for that enthusiastic introduction of the starting lineups. Let's give them to you once again. For the visiting Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears, Taylon Black, Angelina Cavanaugh, Paige Wasson, Isabel Hegum, and Brenna Lindsay. For the home team, Bellevue University Bruins, Joy Barron, Caroline Ellison, Zakaya Mohammed, Drew Zuha, and Drasani Kyles. Both teams coming off of losses last night in conference play, trying to get back on the winning streak. Bruins will be in their purple uniforms with white trim. The Battling Bears in white with green trim. And first possession goes to Rocky Mountain College. Again, Rocky Mountain College out of Billings, Montana. Second meeting between these two teams. First one in Billings back in January, won by the Battling Bears. First shot of the afternoon by Paige Wasson. It's off the mark. Bruins clear it. Up the floor comes Caroline Ellison. That's Drasani Kyles. Now Caroline Ellison with the basketball. Both teams starting off in man-to-man defenses. Drew Zuha to Joy Barron to Drasani Kyles. Drasani tries to penetrate, instead kicks over to Zuha. Zakaya Mohammed from the post position behind the arc. The shot is off the mark, so both teams unsuccessful in their initial attempts of cracking the scoreboard. Into the hands of Isabel Hegum at 6'6", tallest player on the roster for either team. By far and away the tallest player. Here's a drive, right side shot off the mark on the attempt once again by Paige Wasson. Drew Zuha sprinting the ball up the floor. Joy Barron has it from behind the free throw line. Joy Barron.
Short jumper, Barron on the board.
Joy, the second leading scorer on the Bruins squad, averaging over 11 points per game. Zakaya Mohammed over 12 points per game. She's the top scorer for the Bruins. Stolen away. Nice anticipation there by Ellison. Now to Zuha. Drew tries to drive. Thought about the shot from near the arc. Instead, Bruins will reset. Here's Dre Kyle. She was the leading scorer for Bellevue last night. Bruins working the ball around the right side. Now entry pass for Zakaya Mohammed. One-on-one shot partially deflected, but then out of bounds. Isabella Hegum
out of bounds for the Battling Bears. It will be
Bruins will have 8 seconds
ball
remaining on this shot clock. Mick Krupski behind the microphone for you tonight, doing a solo broadcast. Thanks for joining us on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Zuha, shot clock down to 5. Kyles puts it up from three-point land, a little bit off the mark, and kept alive by Taylon Black. Black will bring it across the timeline. Still looking for their first points of the game are the Battling Bears. Drew Zuha on the defense to the top of the key. Entry pass down low to Brenna Lindsay. She's 6'1", working against Zakaya Mohammed. Battle for the rebound. They'll say Bears basketball.
And we'll stay right there. Battling Bears ball.
Zakaya Mohammed at 6'11". Bruins have Danny Coyer at 6'1", and Kaylee Denker at 6'1", but they're both unavailable for the rest of the season. So Zakaya having to do some yeoman's work. Joy Barron on the defense that time. The kick out pass to Lindsay. She drives, loses her footing, and that'll be a traveling violation.
Bruins ball.
2-0 our score. 2.5 minutes have gone by in this opening 10-minute quarter. Bruins back to work on offense. Again, Bruins in the purple uniforms today. Barron trying to drive the right side of the lane. Nothing available there. Head fake and drive by Ellison. She's covered up defensively by Black. Able to get the shot off. Black, however, able to get the defensive rebound, then loses the handle. Ellison gets it back. Bruins with a fresh possession here. Barron to Zuha to Mohammed. That's going to be a traveling violation. One too many steps.
It is Bears ball.
On that catch. Well, both teams off to kind of a sluggish start. You can oftentimes see that on the second game of the weekend. Both teams playing last night. Bruins here at home. Trojans in Madison, South Dakota. First basket of the afternoon for the Battling Bears. Paige
And
Watson
bucket good.
for the bucket.
Watson
with 3 shots. First one to go in. Here's Zuha working one-on-one. She loses the handle, but Ellison is there to corral it for the Bruins. Into Mohammed. Nice move, but again, the swat is out of bounds. But
foul coming against the Battling Bears. Charge the foul to number 32, Isabella Hagen.
First personal, first team foul.
First
Zakiya
and
Mohammed
team
will
first.
head to the free throw line. Zakiya
For Rocky Mountain,
Bruin heads to
and
the free
we
throw
take
line the most of anybody because she does
2
most of
shots
the work
with
inside.
number 15,
Over 100 free
Muhammad.
throws on the season so far. First free throw is good. Zakiya averaging 68% from the free throw line on the season. The Bruins as a team, 71%. And
Muhammad chips in a pair herself.
Adds to the Bruins' lead, 4-2. A little backcourt pressure by the Bruins. Hagen comes back to help out. Now the ball in the hands of Taylor Black as she hustles across the timeline. Hagen sets the high screen. Back to Hegem's hand, trying to work it inside to Lindsay. And there's the shot, a whistle.
Foul this time coming against the Bruins. Charge it to number 15.
As the foul
Muhammad,
goes
her
against
first
Zakiya
and
Mohammed.
team first on the
Again,
Bruins.
the Bruins very thin in that post position.
2 shots.
Lindsay, a senior, out of Billings, Montana. First free throw kicks away. Brenna's going to win my Shiny Shoes Award today. She's got some kind of hot pink shoes there at the free throw line. Second one,
And
however,
1
gets
2
the friendly
for
roll.
Lindsay.
That is good. 4-3 our score.
In for the first time
Coleman,
tonight
the
for the
first
Bruins.
substitution for the Bruins, along with Emma
Janelle
Russell.
Coleman and number
Russell, the team
13,
leader in
Emma
3
Russell.
points. Emma with 42 threes on the season. Paige Wasson, the leading 3-point shooter and leading scorer for Rocky Mountain. Wasson with 72 made threes. She averages 19.7 points per game. Pull-up jump shot by Janelle Coleman. Nice
Short pull-up
wrist flick
jumper.
there.
Coleman,
As
welcome
Janelle
to the
just off the
game.
bench puts up her first 2 points of the evening. Entry to Lindsay once again. They're working on Zakiya inside. The shot no good. A trio of Bruins battling for the rebound. It's Janelle Coleman, who had 14 rebounds yesterday. Comes away with it. 12 rebounds yesterday. Zakiya Mohammed over the right side. Dre Kyles. Back to Z. Zakiya puts a shot up from the
Take
elbow
it
and knocks
and
it
make
down.
it.
Zakiya Mohammed
Muhammad.
showing some range. 4 points for Zakiya. The Bruins extend their lead. Isabella Hegem hands it off to Angelina Cavanaugh. Now to Lindsay. Lindsay's handled the ball quite a bit in the early going. Again, trying to look inside. And that one's going to be a little too tall on the pass. Taylor Black able to get a hand on it, but can't corral it.
Off the bench, back into the game will be number 4, Joy Barron.
For
the Bruins, timeout on the court, timeout.
Timeout of the afternoon. With 4:50 remaining in the first quarter, the Bellevue Bruins lead it by a score of 8-3. The Bruins leading the number 18th rated team in the NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. All right, Bruin fans, you know this. Battling Bear fans, we also invite you, if you would like to join us on the broadcast, Send me a text message. Let me know who you are, where you are, words you want me to pass along on the broadcast. It's as simple as that. My text message number is 402-515-7654. I'll give that number out several times during the broadcast. Again, that number, 402-515-7654. Again, welcome to the Bellevue University Fieldhouse. Its first full year in operation. The Bruins basketball team's got to play a couple of games here last year. And now we're in full stead. Volleyball played here last fall, basketball here now this winter season, including the basketball main court. There's a basketball practice facility, a weight room, a training room, golfing training areas, a whole bunch of meeting rooms, a whole bunch of locker rooms, a beautiful facility that seats just over 1,000 people. Not at 1,000 people today, but a nice crowd on hand. Bruins back to the action with the basketball. Here's Caroline Ellison, Janelle Coleman, Drasani Kyles, and that's going to be a traveling violation against Trey.
Bedlam Bears ball.
Turnovers have been the Achilles heel for the Bellevue Bruins this entire season. Bellevue averaging 19 turnovers per game. That's something that going to be one of the keys to success is limiting those. Jump shot from the elbow off the mark by Black. Emma Russell pulls it down and quickly ahead to Caroline Ellison. Ellison avoids the attempted steal by Wasson. Here's Kyle. Pull-up jump shot. Won't go down. Rebound brought down by Taylon Black. Black will bring the ball up the floor. Only 1 for 6 so far for the Bears. Three-point attempt on its way, and that one is nothing but net.
Three.
Credit the trade
Angelina
to Angelina
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh. Eight to 6. That tray narrows the gap to just 2 points. Emma Russell. Caroline Ellison. Bruins working around the perimeter. Now Ellison on the penetration. Good defense to deny her inside. Little fadeaway shot off the back of the rim. Tipped and kept alive. Good athletic play there by Brenna Lindsay to keep it alive. Quickly ahead. And the shot is good. Running the floor is Paige Wasson. Wasson now with 4 points. Tied at 8. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. 12-5, the conference record for the Battling Bears. 5-12. Excuse me, reverse that. 12-5 for the Bears, 5-12 for the Bruins. That one's tipped away. Shot clock down to 5. Kyle's three-point attempt. Off the mark, tracked down by Black. Bruins have gone a little bit cold. Again, the pass inside to Lindsay. She goes to the left hand, off the glass and in. Passing inside, Kyle's thought about the shot, now drives the baseline, spins inside, cut off. Here's Joy Barron. Now Caroline Ellison, shot clock in single digits. Ellison thinks about the tray. Off the mark, however, the rebound cleared by Wasson. Again, quickly ahead, running the floor of the Bears. Good job by Janelle Coleman to get back on defense. However, again, it's Lindsay, the target inside, short on the shot. Joy Barron clears the board for the Bruins. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Emma Russell, three-point attempt. That one's a little bit too strong. Battle for the ball in the corner. Still loose on the floor, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Rocky Mountain basketball. Right at the feet of head coach Wes Keller. Sakai Mohammed, Drew Zuha back in for the Bruins. Kaya Foreign into the game for Rocky Mountain. 6 of the 12 teams in the Frontier Conference on the women's side are rated in either the top 25 or receiving votes. That's shot by Black off the mark from three-point land, but picked up on the rebound by Hegem. She gets a shot off against the double team. It's no good. Joy Barron grabs a rebound, and she's mugged underneath That foul's going to go against Taylon Black, her first personal foul. Just the second team foul, a relatively foul-free first quarter. 1:30 remaining. James Ice Benford, the Bruins head coach, some words for Janelle Coleman as she dribbles the ball up the floor. Russell bounce pass to Mohammed. Hegem tries to steal it from behind. Zakaya has her pass intercepted. Paige Wasson there to make the play for the Bears. Another three-point attempt on its way. This one is off the mark by Kavanaugh. She made one from there earlier, but misses badly on that one. A whistle from outside. And issue with the shot clock as the shot from outside did not hit the rim, so the shot clock should have continued down. They'll put 17 seconds. Corner three-point attempt is good. A quick release shot from Paige Wasson, the sophomore out of Whitewater, Montana, who's the Bedlam Bears' leading scorer. Bruins led it at one point, 8-3. Now a 10-point run for Rocky Mountain. A whistle and an away from the ball foul. Zakaya Mohammed picks up her second personal foul, so she'll head to the bench. And in her place comes Taryn Gonsey, the freshman out of Nebraska City. So one of the things that the Bruins hoped wouldn't happen was having Zakaya get in foul trouble, but she'll sit for the remainder of this quarter and probably a chunk of the second. Again, a quick release three-point attempt. This time it's short on the shot by Wasson. Bruins with the board, hustling up the floor. Shot clock turned off, 19 seconds remaining in the quarter. Let's see if the Bruins hold for the final shot or try to work. Good look from Joy Barron. The three-point attempt touches the rim a couple of times, so it won't fall down. 7 seconds left for the Bedlam Bears to get off the shot. Into Black, she tries a scoop shot, a little bit too strong. And the first quarter will come to an end. The Rocky Mountain Bedlam Bears 13, the Bellevue University Bruins 8 after the first 10 minutes of play. All right, again, that text message number if you want to send along your greetings today, 402-515-7654. 10 minutes in the books. The Bedlam Bears 31% shooting from the floor. They've made 5 field goals. 23% for the Bruins. They got cold. Only 3 made field goals. 2 trays for the Bedlam Bears. 0 for 6 for the Bruins behind the arc. 4 turnovers against each team. 4 assists for the Bedlam Bears. 3 for the Bellevue Bruins. We've had 2 ties and 1 lead change through the first quarter. After this weekend, there are 2 more weekends in the regular season. Bruins are on the road next weekend and then back home to finish the season. Montana Western and Montana Tech next weekend, and then at home against Bismarck State and Dickinson State. 12 teams in the Frontier Conference, 8 of them will qualify. The top 8 teams qualify for the postseason tournament. Right now the Bruins sitting in 9th place, so they've got to pick up some victories here in the final couple of weeks of the season in order to get up to at least that number 8 spot. Brutus the Bruin also on hand here this afternoon, the mascot for the Bellevue Bruins, number 66 on his back. 1966, the year that Bellevue University was founded. Bellevue has the opening possession of the second quarter as we are back underway. Taryn Gonsey with the ball down low at the post, kicks it out to Jasoni Kyles. Her three-point attempt off the mark. Joy Barron with the offensive rebound. Her shot contested inside. It's off the mark. Bedlam Bears on the run once again. Another three-point attempt for the Bedlam Bears. This one's off the mark on the shot by Isabel Hegem. Bruins on the run. 3-on-3 break. Kyles has a step around the defender. The up and under, however, no good. Gonsey with the putback. She's fouled and will head to the free throw line. So a big opportunity for Taryn Gonsey to show some time on the floor here for her. Hasn't seen a ton of play this year. Averaging about 6 minutes of play per game. She'll see more than that today, more than likely. Taylor Black with 2 personal fouls. Taryn Gotze with the first free throw. She's in the scoring column for the Bruins. Long braided ponytail obscuring her number 45. Perfect from the free throw line. Bruins back to within 3 points against some light backcourt pressure. Battling Bears break the pressure, set up in the half court. Paige Wasson dribbling at the top of the key, looking for a teammate. Now tries to penetrate. Kyles keeps her away. To the near side to Foreign. Now Brenna Lindsay finds the handle. To Foreign, shot, too strong. Ellison had it. Has it once again. Tries to push it up the floor. Battling Bears back on defense. Here's Joy Barron, baseline drive. Feeds to Gotze. Taryn got too strong. Barron with the offensive rebound. Kick out to Zuha, now to Kyles. Good ball movement without the dribble. Bounce pass inside to Barron. Joy trying to go one-on-one inside. Left-handed shot too strong. Bruins only 3 out of 18 in field goal shooting today. That has to get better. Here's the drive, too strong off the glass by Wasson, but kept alive on the offensive rebound by Kaya Foreign. Foreign again, looking inside to Lindsay. Nice job by Taryn Gotze on the block. So the freshman doing a nice job for the Bruins on both offense and defense. Again, Bruins push it up the floor, but Bears get back quickly. Bruins will set up. Here's a drive by Zuha, left-handed scoop shot. Drew Zuha with her first basket of the evening. The sophomore out of Papillion, Nebraska. Here's Wasson. Across the way, ball movement now into the hands of Foreign. Lindsay comes up for the high screen. Across the way to Black. She'll set for a three-point attempt. That's no good. Rebound to Caroline Ellison. Ellison, her 4th rebound of the game already. She and Joy Barron with 4 rebounds apiece on the game for the Bruins. Nothing available on that attempt, so they'll reset. Kyles working right side into Gotze. Taryn tries to square up for a shot. Off the mark, however, and a battle for the rebound is going to result in a foul call. And that'll go against Joy Barron. First personal for Joy. First team foul against Bellevue. Both teams, in fact, with just 1 team foul. Zakaya Mohammed comes back off the bench. Let's see if Rocky Mountain tries to attack Zakaya with their offense to get her into further foul trouble. Brenda Lindsay is the person who Zakaya will draw the defensive assignment, but from the outside, Isabel Hickam knocks that one down, the Winifred, Montana native. Her sister Madeline also on the squad, but is injured. Zakaya Mohammed with the bucket for the Bruins. 6 points for Zakaya. Half of her per game average on the season. Looking inside to Hegem. Knocked away by Caroline Ellison, but the bounce pass goes back to Hegem. She feeds it inside to Lindsay. And a foul upcoming against one of the Bruins. And unfortunately, it goes against Zakaya Mohammed. Zakaya pleading her case, thinking she was going straight up on defense, but it'll fall on deaf ears. And so she'll sit more than likely for the remaining 6:23 of this first half. Taryn Gotze back up off the bench for the Bruins. Gotze at 5'11", same height as Zakaya Mohammed, but again, they've got a tall task against much taller opponents in the post. First shot by Brenna Lindsay is short from the free throw line. Montana, the predominant state, as you would expect, on the roster of the Battling Bears. Second free throw is good. Also Washington, California. And that's pretty much it. Stolen away in the back court. And an easy basket for Paige Wasson. And James Ice Benford, the Bellevue head coach, will call a timeout to try to regroup the troops. 6:15 remaining in the second quarter. It's Rocky Mountain 18, Bellevue 14. So the Bruins still hanging close to the number 18 rated team, but can't afford to make turnovers and give up easy baskets. Our first text of the afternoon or evening, depending upon where you are. Watching the Bears play, wishing the Lewistown girls players good vibes and good luck. Listening in central Montana. Thanks for joining us today. Our first text from a Madeline Bears fan. So Kaya Foran is from Lewiston, as is Lexi Burnham. So thanks for sending along your greetings on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Again, our number is 402-515-7654. Can't take phone calls, but I'd love to take your texts. Neither team shooting very well from the floor. 30% for the Battling Bears, 7 of 23. Only 24% for the Bruins, 5 out of 21. Sakaya Muhammad with 6 points, leading the way for Bellevue. Paige Wasson, the top scorer for Rocky Mountain, with 9. All right, Bellevue expecting some backcourt pressure as 4 of the 5 players in front of the half-court line. Joy Barron picks up her dribble, does get it across with about 2 seconds to spare. Here's Janelle Coleman, Dre Kiles, Drew Zuha, Taryn Godsey. Back to Dre, three-pointer on its way. Doesn't get the friendly roll, and the rebound pulled down by Isabel Hegum. Bruins still looking for their first tray of the evening. 0 for 8 from behind the arc. 2 for 7 for the Battling Bears. Ball movement without the dribble, now into the hands of Hegum. She'll shoot from about 18 feet and knock that one down. A nice soft touch by the 6'6 sophomore from Winifred, Montana. Bruins break the press. Here's Drew Zuha coming to the near side. Now back across the way to Dre Kiles. Nice bounce pass inside, blocked from behind. I believe that's the third block of the game for Isabel Hegum. Here's a Drew Zuha three-point attempt, no good, tied up inside. They'll say jump ball, possession arrow points to Rocky. Again, just a little backcourt pressure. Bears pass over the top of it. Here's Gabriella Bittner, haven't mentioned her name yet. Reversing to the opposite side, now to Hegum, to Hinsey, to Bittner on this near side. Bittner shoots for 3, a little bit too short. Sneaking in from behind for the offensive rebound is Paige Wasson. Nobody able to block her out on that one. Hegum turns around, her shot no good. Drew Zuha pulls down the rebound and leads the charge. Bruins on a 2-on-2 break. Drew Zuha with a nice play. Drew Zuha with the bucket. Drew at 5'6", getting around 6'6". Isabel Hegum. Here's Lindsay working inside against Taryn Godsey. Godsey got a piece of the ball, but also a piece of the arm. So 2 free throws upcoming for Brenna Lindsay. First personal foul against Godsey. Third team foul with 4:05 remaining. Caroline Ellison back in. Emma Russell back in. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is on the mark. So the Bears 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. Bellevue a perfect 4 for 4. Again, the press break. Bruins set up in the half court, trailing by 5 in this relatively low scoring contest to this point. Here's Coleman. She'll turn. She'll shoot. Off the mark. Joy Barron able to sneak in for an offensive rebound. And she's fouled in the battle for the board by Kaya Foran. Foran picks up her first personal foul, second team foul, so an inbound play for the Bruins. 2 right, 2 left for the Bruins. Gotze streaks out to make the catch over her shoulder. Bounce pass inside to Barron. Open look for Janelle from behind the arc, and there it is, the first tray of the evening for the Bellevue Bruins. Janelle Coleman off the assist from Joy Barron. The Bruins close to within 2 at 21-19. Bruins now 1 for 10 from behind the arc. They average about 7 made free throws on the season. Wasson with the shot off the mark. The long rebound goes to Foran. Inside, it's out of bounds. It'll stay, however. Rocky Mountain basketball. Back into the game comes Angelina Kavanaugh, junior out of Maple Valley, Washington. She was one of the starting 5. And there's an offensive foul. That's going to go against Gabriella Bittner for an illegal screen, opening up a teammate in the corner. Her first personal foul. Now both teams with 3 team fouls as we're at about 3:12 to go before halftime. Stolen away. Good anticipation by Paige Wasson. Wasson, the leading scorer, also the leading person on the floor. She hardly ever comes out. She averages 36 minutes per game in the 40-minute contest on the year. Wasson has it again on the near side. Barron draws a defensive assignment. And that's knocked away. Caroline Ellison got the tip into the hands of Emma Russell. Turnover gives the Bruins a chance to tie or take the lead once again. Bellevue had a short-lived lead. Here's a 3-pointer. Off the mark, however. Bittner with the rebound for the Bears. Again on the run. Wasson. Now Lindsay inside. Gotze standing her ground. Coleman comes over to help. Kick out pass for a 3-point attempt is good. Angelina Kavanaugh, a couple of trays on the evening for her. Bruins trying to counter, tipped over the top by Hegum, excuse me. And down the floor goes Wasson for the easy bucket. A couple of easy layups for Rocky Mountain this evening as they stretch their lead. What was only 2, now up to 7. 1:45 to go before halftime, and that one's a little bit out of the reach of Joy Barron on the pass. Seven turnovers against Bellevue, 6 turnovers against Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain with the momentum here. That one goes out of bounds, and it'll be Bellevue basketball. Bellevue's had 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes or so. They had handled the ball pretty well up until that time. Zuha and Kyles back into the game for the Bruins. Bellevue has not scored in over 2 minutes. Got to within 2 points, but now it's stretched back up to 7. Bruins looking for a good shot here on this possession if they can find one. Double team in the corner. Kyles gets away from it. Here's Barron. Hawked by Lindsay. Now to Zuha. Bruins trying to look inside. Now Gotze comes up to set the screen. Shot clock down to 4. Drew Zuha the release for 3. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound is won by Hegum. Again, quickly up the floor. Looking inside to Lindsay. Gotze goes straight up on defense. But Lindsay, the second chance opportunity after the rebound and putback. Lindsay with 7 points on the afternoon. The Badland Bears continue to pull away in the waning minutes here of this half. And there's a whistle. A couple of different players crashed into Taryn Gotze. I'm surprised the down official didn't make the call. The outside official, however, saw it. So 2 free throws upcoming for the Bruin freshman. She has 2 points already, both of them from the free throw line. Announcers jinx it. It hits off the back of the iron. 30 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Rocky has outscored Bellevue 15-11. Make that 15-12 as Godsey makes the second free throw. 3 points on the evening for her. Into the hands of Paige Wasson. Here's Kavanaugh. Now Lindsay. Battling Bears most likely will hold for the final shot, but almost a steal by Caroline Ellison. Got a hand on it, but couldn't corral it. Both head coaches shouting out instructions to their teams in the final seconds of this quarter. Bittner trying to drive into the lane, cut off there by Drew Zuha. The pass into the corner, saved by Wasson, tipped off the hands of Lindsay. 2 seconds. That 2/3 court heave falls way short, and that'll take us to halftime. Our score, the Rocky Mountain Battling Bears 28, the Bellevue Bruins 20. 15-12, Rocky Mountain outscoring the Bruins in that in that quarter to take that 8-point lead at halftime. All right, a couple of texts in the queue. Let's get to those before we do our halftime stats. Watching from Nebraska City, go Bruins. That's got to be Taryn Godsey's family listening in. Hope you're enjoying Taryn's time on the floor here this afternoon. She's made a big impact coming into the game after the 3 fouls by Zakai Mohammed. Hi from Gary, North Dakota to Mackenzie Strahan. Number 24 on the Battling Bears. All right, Gary, North Dakota. Glad you're watching us this afternoon on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. My wife's family hails from Napoleon, North Dakota. Don't know if that's anywhere near Gary, but anyway, let's look at some halftime stats. Neither team lighting it up. Battling Bears 34%, 11 out of 32. Bellevue only 24%. That's about half of their season average, only 7 out of 29, only 1 for 12 from behind the arc from the Bruins, 3 out of 10 from three-point land for Rocky Mountain. 8 turnovers against each team. Rebound battles being won by the Battling Bears, 24-19. Battling Bears have had the lead for most of this first half. Bruins had a lead for about 3 or 4 minutes in that first quarter, but then the Battling Bears took over from there. Let's take a quick look at some of the individual stats. Paige Wasson leading the way for Rocky Mountain. She has 11 points. Brenna Lindsay, 7 points. Angelina Kavanaugh, 6 from a couple of trays. 4 points for Isabel Hegem, and that's it. Only 4 players scoring for Rocky Mountain in that first half. For the Bellevue Bruins, 5 players have scored, but none of them with big amounts. Zakai Mohammed with 6 points, 5 for Janelle Coleman, 4 for Drew Zuha, 3 for Taryn Godsey, and 2 for Joy Barron. All right, we're going to take our halftime break. Give you 7 or 8 minutes or so to grab a quick drink, pop up some popcorn, and come on back. More women's basketball action coming your way right here on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network.
are you having time to watch? And I go, I don't have time to watch. I said, when there's a break in action, I can take a look up and see if something's going on. Yeah. And I can see something. Because we're right there to watch the phone. I said, why do you have it on your basis? I said, secondly, here's my phone. It doesn't come out normal. Because I'm doing a job and trying to do a professional job. And he goes, well, that wasn't professional. Saying thanks, Miles. I said, well, got to send you. He's got a real big experience that he doesn't have professional person like this. Well, it's his way of knowing. It's like, no, that ain't going to be in my case. I'm here because everything else is wrong. I'm not playing that card. I'm here as a favor to you. He's had a small time of 16 basketball.
Welcome back to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. We're finishing up our halftime break. About 2 minutes to go before we start the third quarter. The visiting Rocky Mountain Battling Bears over the home team Bruins by a score of 28-20. Again, let me give that text message number out if you'd like to send along your greetings this evening. 402-515-7654. We've got one more. A cue, actually a follow-up to the one we ended the half with. Actually Garrison, North Dakota, but they call it Gary there, and Napoleon is about 79 miles from Garrison. So thanks for that update on the geography of the state of North Dakota, the Peace Garden State. I'm an old history and government and geography teacher, so I like to know all these geographical things and stuff like that. 402-515-7654. Montana versus Nebraska on the floor here at the new Bellevue University Fieldhouse. As we finished up the first half, we mentioned this is not an offensive explosion for either team. Both teams shooting well below their season averages. The Battling Bears shooting 44% on the season. They're 34 tonight. The Bellevue Bruins 40% on the year, only 24% this evening. Let's see if things change a little bit for us here in the second half of action. Again, it is Zakiya Muhammad with 6 points, the leading scorer for the Bruins, but also saddled by 3 fouls. Paige Wasson, the leading scorer for Rocky Mountain, with 11 points, 5 of 10 from the floor. Isabella Wegum is the current Frontier Conference Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week. In fact, she's been honored with that 6 times this season. She was also named, or Paige Wasson was the Offensive Player of the Week on 2 separate occasions this year. For the Bellevue Bruins, Zakiya Muhammad was named the Defensive Player of the Week the first week of the season, and no other Bruins have earned honors in conference this year. All right, back to the action. Bruins have the opening possession of this third quarter. Caroline Ellison into the lane to kick out to Dre Kiles. Kiles to Joy Barron. Her three-point shot is good. The Bruins with a three-point basket to open the third quarter. Coming across the timeline is Taylon Black, guarded by Drew Zuha. Bruins trailing by 5 after that trick. Caroline Ellison with good anticipation of the passing lane. She'll lead the break down the floor. Left-handed shot off the glass is good. The Bruins with the first 5 points of this third quarter. A good surge for the Bruins coming out of the halftime break. Black with the basketball. Across the way to Kavanaugh inside the Hegem. Shot no good. Caroline Ellison with the rebound off the miss by Isabel Hegem. Dre Kiles, three-point shot, and the Bruins have tied it with an 8-point surge coming out of the halftime locker room. Bruins a perfect 3 for 3 in this third quarter. Pass down low to Hinsey. She'll send it back out. Hegum looking for help into the corner. Kavanaugh launches for three. She's off the mark, but Lindsay able to get the offensive rebound and go back up. And a timeout called by head coach Wes Keller. He does not like the way this third quarter has gotten off to a start. Bruins with an 8-0 run coming out of the locker room. The 2-point basket able to get the lead back on the Rocky Mountain side, but a great start for the Bruins in this third quarter of action. Looking down over the huddle, let's do our coach's salute. James Benford in his first season as the Bruins head coach. He spent 9 years as the assistant. Prior to that, Alex Bogie, his assistant coach. For the Madeline Bears, Wes Keller in his 12th season, the head coach for that squad. Assistant coaches are Jason Mergel and Kyle Vierteiler. Don't forget, after the conclusion of the women's game tonight, we'll have an interview with head coach James Benford and possibly one of the Bellevue players as well. And then men's action to follow about 20-25 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. Should be a good one. The Bellevue University Bruins, the number 2 team in the Frontier Conference. The Bruins a perfect 13-0 here at the new Fieldhouse, taking on the Rocky Mountain Madeline Bears, who are the number 1 team in the conference. 15-2 the record in conference for the Bears, 14-3 the record for the Bruins. Backcourt pressure, trying to throw some defense at the Bruins and stymie their hot surge. Kyles to Ellison to Zuha. Drew trying to look inside to Zakiya Mohammed. Mohammed spin move, gets the shot off the back iron, however, no good. Isabel Hegum tracks it down. Hegum comes out to the high post. Joy Barron on the defensive assignment, knocks it away, but he goes out of bounds, and it'll stay Madeline Bears basketball. Taylor Black, point guard, handling the basketball. Entry pass inside to Lindsay, trying to push off inside. Zakiya Mohammed with those 3 fouls, can't be overly aggressive on defense. And another basket for Brenna Lindsay. Lindsay now in double digits with 11 points. Mohammed inside, tries to work around Hegum, falls to the floor, no call. And Hegum grabs the ball. Got to be a frustrating evening for Zakiya. Hegum will launch for 3 points, and she knocks that one down. A long distance tray by Isabel Hegum. The Bruins had come back to tie it at 28. Now a 7-point surge for Rocky Mountain. Here's Ellison near the free throw line. Spin move with the left side. Caroline Ellison had some medical issues this past fall, but she's grown stronger as the season has progressed. Nice move that time. Inside to Lindsay once again, making a concerted effort to work against Zakiya Mohammed. Couple of tall post players for the Madeline Bears. Bruins don't have the height to match that up. 37-30. Bruins back in the half court. Zakiya. Out to Kyles. Dre crossover. Zakiya, 3-point attempt from the top of the arc, and she'll knock that one down. Zakiya Mohammed, the 3-pointer, 9 points for her this evening. Again, looking with that entry pass to Hegum. Joy Barron with the defensive assignment. The turnaround shot is good. A soft touch from Isabel Hegum.
Over the screen, damn it.
Bruins back to work, trying to keep pace. Zuha finds the seam, keeps that pivot foot, bounce pass inside, but stolen away by Hegum. Drew kind of got stuck down low in the lane, nowhere to go, but Hegum with the defensive play. As I mentioned, she's been named 6 times the Defensive Player of the Week. Wasson able to get the board inside. Drozuha racing down the floor. Kavanaugh hammers her hard to deny the easy layup. Good defense leading to good offense. 2 free throws upcoming for Drozuha as the first personal foul against Angelina Kavanaugh. That's the first foul of this third quarter for either team. Janelle Coleman back in. Drew averages about 6 points per game. First free throw is good. 67% free throw shooter on the year. And her average will go up a little bit with those 2 made free throws. 39-35, Bruins back to within 4. Badland Bears set up in the half court. They've made a concerted effort to try to go to their bigs about every possession down in this third quarter. Nice look inside. Wassam finds Taylon Black, who escaped a defender as the Bruins were trying to double team on some other players. Back to a 7-point lead. Here's Zakaya. Now Dre working behind the screen. Dre stops, starts. Cut off inside by Black. Zakaya made a tray moments ago, working her way down the right side of the lane. And she'll draw the foul against Isabel Hegum. Hegum's second personal, second team foul. And that'll be our media timeout for the third quarter. 4:41 remaining in this period. 41 for the Bears, 35 for the Bruins in this Frontier Conference action. Quick look at the Frontier Conference standing as we enter play today. Dakota State in first place, 15-2. Carroll in second at 14-3. Then Montana Tech at 13-4. Fourth place tie for Rocky Mountain and Montana State Northern. Then comes Providence at 10-7. Montana Western at 7-10. Bismarck State at 6-11. Bellevue in ninth place at 5-12, then Valley City 4-13, Dickinson State also 4-13, and Mayville State winless on the year, 0-17. Again, the top 8 teams qualify to compete in the postseason tournament. The Frontier Conference gets 2 automatic bids to the NAIA National Tournament, and possibly additional teams as wild card qualifiers. As I mentioned, 6 teams in the conference in that top 25 or receiving votes towards the top 25. Conference tournament starts February 27th. NAIA tournament starts March 13th. Bruins with the basketball on the inbounds play. Bruins outscoring Rocky Mountain 15-13 in this period. Here's a drive by Ellison, knocked off her mark by Black. Caroline sweeps through to Zakai, has it tipped away. Zakai tries to get it back, but it winds up in the hands of Brenna Lindsay. And the turnover gives the ball to the Bears. Both teams have handled the ball pretty well in this second half. Each team had 8 turnovers in the first half, only 2 for each team in this third quarter. Again, working on Lindsay. Janelle Coleman drawing the defensive assignment. Kick out pass to Kavanaugh for 3. No good. And Zakaya pulls down the rebound. Muscles it away from Lindsay, and the Bruins on the run. Coleman to Dressani Kyles. Gray knocks it down from 3-point land. The Bruins are back within 3 once again. 41-38 our score. 3.5 minutes remaining in this third period. Hegum to Wasson. Wasson's been pretty quiet in this third period because of their focus on going inside. It'll be Bear basketballs. It touches the baseline, last touched by one of the Bruins. Entry pass to Hegum to the near side to Lindsay. To the near side to Kavanaugh. She'll launch another three-pointer, and that's time. It's on the money. Angelina Kavanaugh from Maple Valley, Washington. I think that's her third of, yes it is, her third tray of the afternoon, or evening, wherever we are. Caroline Ellison, bounce pass inside to Zakai Mohammed. She'll be fouled from behind. Nice work inside by the Bruins to find a teammate for a good shot. Foul's going to go against Isabel Hegem, her third personal foul, so a little bit of foul difficulty for the Badland Bears post player. Here's Zakaya at the free throw line once again. First one is good. Zakaya 3 for 3 from the free throw line. She has shot 113. This will be 114 free throws on the season. And makes good on all 4 at the stripe in today's game. She'll step out as Joy Barron back in. Zakaya with 11 points now with those free throws. Ahead come the Bears. Black will give it off to Wasson. Inside to Lindsay. Joy Barron trying to defend. Shot rolls around the rim. No good. Caroline Ellison comes away with the basketball. Bruins down by 4. An open path to the basket for Ellison. Caroline with the step through. Former Bruin player Amina Hall across the way cheering for her former team. Lindsay stepping through on the Badland Bears side of the floor, and she collects another bucket. Lindsay up to 13 points. Emma Russell, quick release for 3. Hits the rim, but rattles off. Sprinting down the floor is Wasson. Kyle's there on defense. Denies the easy look inside, but kept alive inside by Black for the offensive rebound. The three-point shot is no good, but Lindsay again working inside, and she'll be fouled by one of the Bruins. It's going to go against Emma Russell, her first personal. Just the first team foul against the Bruins in this half. Taryn Gonsi checks back into the lineup, replacing Caroline Ellison. Quick release by Wasson. It's no good. But again, an offensive rebound. There's been 3 offensive rebounds on this possession, and bang! Angelina Kavanaugh. She's been deadly from three-point land. That's her 4th tray today.
Greta, bump! Greta, where you at? No corner! High to low! Greta!
Joy Barron three-point attempt, and it's good. It's raining threes here at the Fieldhouse. The Bruins back to within 4 once again. Both teams over 20 points in this third quarter, by far and away the most explosive point scoring period. Kavanaugh, this time it's Wasson. Paige Wasson with the tray. 3 consecutive trays made, 2 by the Bears, 1 by the Bruins. Into the corner, Joy Barron for 3. Bang, off the back of the rim, no good. Wasson able to collect the rebound and bring it up the floor. Under a minute to go in this third period. Another 3 on its way, this time off the side of the rim by Wasson. Hegem, turnaround shot, that's no good. Push, may have been a push-up underneath. But Lindsay, Brenna Lindsay, able to get the offensive rebound and put it back. And the foul's going to go against Dre Kyles. Just her first personal, 2nd team foul. Into the game comes Kaya Foran. Lindsay with 9 rebounds and 17 points on the game. Don't have the difference how many of those are offensive rebound, but I know she has a handful of those. And she converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Again, the Bruins got close, got to within 3 or 4 points, now trail by 10. About a 4-second difference between game and shot clock. Let's see if the Bruins try to run it down. Coleman, the drive, the turn, the shot, and it's good. Janelle Coleman with a pretty move in the lane. 10 seconds remaining. Enough time for the Battling Bears to get a good look. Kavanaugh will launch from 3 off the glass. Don't know if she planned it that way, but she'll take it. Her 5th tray of the game. A smile on her face and a handshake from her head coach as Angelina Kavanaugh heads back to the bench. 58-47 is our score as we head to the final 10 minutes. Well, we've seen that a couple of times already today. The Bruins got to within striking range of the Bears, but they have responded and now have their largest lead of the game at 11 points, 58-47. Shooting percentages have gone up, 42% for the Bears, 38% for the Bruins. 8 3-pointers made by the Battling Bears, 5 of them from Angelina Kavanaugh. Bruins with 6 3-pointers, so they found the range as well. 10 turnovers against each team. The Bears winning the rebounding battle 36-22. That's a significant difference there, including 16 offensive rebounds. That's given them some second chance opportunities. They've scored 16 second chance points on today's game. All right, one final shout out with that text message number if you want to send along your greetings here in the 4th quarter. 402-515-7654. 44 degrees, mostly sunny, but pretty breezy in the Omaha Bellevue area today. We're expecting some nice weather the next couple of days into the 50s and 60s. Not exactly your typical January weather upcoming the next couple of days. We'll take it, however. Battling Bears with the first possession of this 4th quarter. 10 minutes to go. Ellison almost got the steal, just a bit tardy. Kavanaugh once again from 3-point land. That one's tipped straight up in the air. Tipped out by Black to Foreign. Back to Black, working inside to Lindsay. And she'll convert once again, going with that left hand off the glass. Brenna Lindsay with 18 points on the game, 7 of 13 shooting for her. Excuse me, make that 20 points, 8 out of 14, as my chart updates. Here's Zakaya trying to penetrate, can't get through. Dre Kiles against the double team, gets the shot off before the buzzer, and the battle inside. Zakaya Muhammad got the offensive rebound, and she's fouled going up. The buzzer went off, but definitely after the shot was released. That foul's going to go against Taylon Black, her 3rd personal foul, first team foul of this 4th quarter. Zakaya with 2 more free throws upcoming. Not sure if we're going to have a request for review from head coach Wes Keller from Rocky Mountain. All 3 officials have conferred on that, but he can still request a review if he wants, but if he's proven wrong, then he'll lose the opportunity for any other reviews. Still in discussion with the official. Looks like still thinking about it, and now he wants to talk to another official. This is icing Zakaya Muhammad at the free throw line, so even if he doesn't ask for a review, it's accomplishing at least that. Yeah, the discussion continues, so. All right, whatever it is, as the Rolling Stones will say, he ain't gonna get no satisfaction. Back into the game comes Isabel Hegem. Couple of players with 3 fouls for Rocky Mountain, Hegem and Black. 5 for 5 on the night for Zakaya. who has 3 personal fouls for the Bruins. Nobody else on the Bruins squad has more than 1. And that one rattles a bit before falling through. Zakaya Muhammad adds to her totals. Foul in the backcourt will go against Caroline Ellison. First team foul, first personal against Ellison. Bruins trying to put on a little bit more pressure in the backcourt. Making it hard to get the entry pass in. And finally, Hegem comes across the timeline to be on the receiving end and gets it across. Here's Paige Wasson. Lindsay comes up for the high screen. Bruins don't switch on the play. Wasson, the turnaround shot from about 10 feet away, continues to put points on the boards. The sophomore from Whitewater, Montana. Wasson now up to 16 on the day.
Hands up, shooter! Dribble, save the pass! Hand up, tie up!
Bounce pass inside. The turnaround shot by Janelle Coleman, or excuse me, by Caroline Ellison, excuse me. Ellison up to 6 points today for the Bruins. 6 points and 6 rebounds. Kaya Foran trying to look inside to Lindsay. So Kaya trying to prevent Lindsay from getting comfortable in the lane to Hegem. A nice lead pass, however, it rolls off the rim. Lindsay gets the rebound. Hegem has it once again. All the way to the corner to Kavanaugh. She'll drive, right-handed shot off the glass. Angelina Kavanaugh shows she can drive as well as make those long-range shots. 64-51, that's the largest lead of the day. Drew Zuha, three-pointer from the corner. Drew, second-year Bellevue Bruin, pops it from there, and a timeout called by head coach James Bensford. 7:33 remaining in tonight's contest. The Bruins back to within 10, 64-54 our score. Little background on the Bear girls. Wasson and Hegem played against each other in the Class C state title game. Wasson's team won, and now they're playing on the same team. Well, thank you for sending that along. That's coming from Central Montana. Wishing good luck to the Lewiston girls. That's the kind of stuff we like to know about, a little background. We appreciate you sending along that text. One final time, if you'd like to join us via text message, 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone. This is my 18th year of calling games for Bellevue University. We cover basketball, we cover volleyball, baseball, and softball as well. The new facilities opening up here soon for softball and baseball, about a 5 to 10 minute drive from the Bellevue campus. Both baseball and softball starting off their regular seasons today. Bellevue baseball down in Oklahoma City, and Bellevue softball in Sioux Center, Iowa, playing at the Dort Dome, Dort University. Again, backcourt pressure. The pass, good lead pass. Up ahead to Taylon Black. She'll take it across the timeline. Under 7.5 to go. Hegem to Kavanaugh. Back to Hegem. Black on the receiving end. Using a lot of clock on this possession. Here's Lindsay. Zakaya holds her ground. Good defensive play by the Bruin post play. Ooh! That pretty much looked like it went off of Hegem out of bounds, but the official much closer to the play. He'll say Battle and Bear basketball. Entry pass knocked away by Kyles. Is that a shot clock violation? Shot clock is down to 1 second. They say they have a catch and shoot situation here. Wasson. And now it's officially a shot clock violation. So 11 turnovers against the Bears, 10 against the Bruins. So this second half has been much cleaner in terms of avoiding turnovers. Here's Joy Barron into the corner. Kyle's looking for help. Bounce pass inside. Ellison with a nice play to rip it away and proceed down the lane for the layup. Ellison now with 10 points and 6 rebounds for the Bruins. Black from three-point land, no good. Dre Kyles with the rebounds. Bruins trying to push it ahead. Drew Zuha for a three-pointer. That one off the mark, but Zakaya comes away with the offensive rebound. Fresh 20 on the clock. Kyles for three. Dressoni Kyles knocks that one down. The Bruins now with 7 made three-pointers. After starting off very cold, they found the range from distance. Loose ball, Joy Barron pulls it away. 2-on-1 break. Bounce pass to Dre. Dre with a little floater in the lane, no good, but Joy is there to get it once again. Kyles, step back three, a little bit too short. Bears, here's Wasson on the 1-on-2. Bruin defenders can't stop her. Paige Wasson down the floor, 18 points for Wasson. She averages almost 20 on the season. One of the top scorers in the Frontier Conference. Here's Zuha. Her three-point attempt is good. Drew knocks that one down. Her second tray. Bruins back to within 4 at 66-62 with 5 minutes remaining. Bruins battling hard. Have spent most of the night battling from behind. Similar scenario to last night against Carroll. Drive into the lane. In the act of shooting, Angelina Cavanaugh will go to the line. That foul goes against Drew Zuha. First personal, second team foul. Janelle Coleman back in. Cavanaugh averages about 7 points per game, so she's well above her season average with this one. A 73% free throw shooter on the season as well. Makes the first. Lead goes back to 5. And both free throws converted. So a 6-point lead, 2-possession game. 4:45 remaining. Still a lot of time in this one. Bruins spreading the floor. Letting Caroline Ellison work inside against Wasson. Nice turnaround move. The shot, however, won't go down. Isabel Hegem with the rebound. Hegem with 8 boards now on the game. Gabriella Bittner with the dribble, taking some time off the clock. Bruins on the switch inside. Lindsay is blocked by Zakaya Mohammed. Zakaya picked up 3 fouls in that first half. She's been playing this whole second half still with 3 fouls. Trying to work hard on both the offensive and defensive end. Not available for the pass that time. Bruins will take it back out. Mohammed flashes to the high post. Bruins kind of standing around here. This possession, that one. Coleman has it slip through her hands. A turnover gives the ball back to the Bears. Just the first turnover against Bellevue in this quarter, and a timeout called by Wes Keller. Rocky Mountain will have 2 timeouts remaining. Bellevue also with 2 timeouts remaining. 3:44 to go in the game. 68-62. A similar scenario to last night against Carroll College. Bruins battled back hard all game long. They got within striking distance on several occasions. Carroll always found a way, however, to pull away again to pick up that win. 63-56. Hopefully Bruin fans here today hoping for a different outcome in today's battle. 20 points for Lindsay, 19 points for Cavanaugh, 18 points for Wesson. For the Bellevue Bruins, 13 for Mohammed, 12 for Zuha, 10 for Ellison. So 3 double-digit scorers so far by both teams. 42% shooting for Rocky, 40% for Bellevue on the game. Entry play into the hands of Bittner. Hegem to Lindsay to Bittner. Hegem, entry to Lindsay. They're going to say it's going to stay Rocky balls. It's tipped out of bounds. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Bittner will be the trigger person. Bruins trying to tie up Hegem inside so she can't stretch out to get the catch. Here's Wasson trying to drive against Ellison. Shot falls off the rim. Kept alive. Second chance opportunity for the Bears. 20 seconds back on the shot clock. Hegem trying to look inside to Lindsay. And Zakaya will commit her 4th personal foul as she got up in the air on that drive by Brenna Lindsay. 2 free throws upcoming for the senior. So a chance for points on the board without time off the clock. Lindsay averages just under 15 points per game. 58% free throw shooter as well. And she makes them both. The lead grows back up to 8, so a 3-possession game. Bruins have 3 minutes to try to close that gap. Crossover by Ellison. Wasson trying to defend against her. Ellison with about a 3-move in the paint, and she gets it to go with a roll off the rim. Bruins back to within 6. Let's see if the Bears try to use time off the clock. Wasson into the lane. She'll kick it out. Left-handed shot up and in. The switch of hands in midair by Angelina Kavanaugh. And again, back up to 8 points, 72-64. Bruins need to work with a little bit of expediency here. Already halfway through the shot clock. Joy Barron gets tied up. It goes off of Kavanaugh out of bounds. So it'll be Bellevue basketball underneath. Again, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Dre Kyle's back in for the Bruins. 13 seconds on the shot clock on this possession. Emma Russell replacing Drew Zuha. So Ellison and Zuha getting a little break on the bench here. Top of the key to Zakaya. Working against Lindsay. Spin move inside. That definitely a foul. Kind of a late whistle on that one, but a whistle nonetheless. So Zakaya will trot back to the free throw line. Brenda Lindsay picks up her 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. Been a relatively foul-free game except for those young ladies that have 3 or 4 fouls. Everybody else with just like 1 and 2. Here's Zakaya, perfect from the free throw line tonight. Hopefully that's not the announcer's jinx. Yeah, there we go, friendly roll. 7 for 7 from the free throw line for Zakaya. 14 points for the junior out of Omaha Benson High School, make it a perfect 8 out of 8 from the stride. Now the Bruins need to play some defense. Ahead to Bittner. She gets across the timeline. Then she'll wait for her teammates to catch up. Dre Kyles harassing on the defense against Bittner. Tied up. And is that going to be, it's a timeout call just before a 5-second call. Battle Bear head coach Wes Keller will call for the timeout. They'll have 1:45 remaining in the game. 16 seconds on the shot clock and a 72-66 score. Both teams have been working hard this entire game. "30-second timeout, so just a quick pause here. Chance to get a sip of water for the players who want one. Both head coaches relatively calmly demonstrative, if those two words don't negate each other. No yelling, no screaming, but telling their players what needs to be done in the remaining 1:45. Side out for the Bears. Kavanaugh into Wasson. Now Hegem. Back out to Kavanaugh. Definitely using time, but shot clock down to 4. Kavanaugh gets the shot off before the shot buzzer. It's tipped out of bounds, and they'll say Battle Bear basketball. Lindsay and Mohammed battling for control of that ball. So a fresh 20 seconds. That'll help Rocky Mountain's cause as they can continue to run time off the clock. Lindsay will just hold on to it. Now Wasson. Again, precious seconds ticking off the clock. Shot clock down to 8. And then Wasson will see an opening down the right side of the lane to cash it home. They convert, and they use about 40 seconds on the clock with those two possessions. Ellison working around, shot a little too high off the glass. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bellevue basketball. Under a minute. Emma Russell back in. Emma, the Bruins' leading three-point shooter. Bruins could use a tray here, trailing by 8 points. Definitely need some points. A 3 would be magic. Again, wasting some time off the clock. Zakaya working hard against Lindsay. There's going to be a foul called from the outside official against Brenna Lindsay. That'll be her 4th personal foul. Those two young ladies, Brenna and Zakaya, have been battling each other all evening long. 50 seconds to go. And it's a 3-possession game. Over the top to Zakaya, to Drew. Coleman to Kiles. Dressoni will drive. Her shot, switching hands, no good, too short. Bittner coming away with that. Bruins need to foul. And Emma Russell recognizes that situation and will foul against Gabriella Bittner. 4 team fouls against each squad. Emma picks up her 2nd personal foul. Back into the game comes Taylon Black. 35 seconds remaining. Close to an over and back. And again, the good foul by Janelle Coleman. That'll be the 15th foul, so now free throws upcoming. Bruins hope that the Battle Bears aren't good from the free throw line from this point in. On the game, Rocky Mountain 8 out of 11 from the charity stripe. Wasson, the leading scorer, is an 82% free throw shooter. Not exactly the percentage the Bruins wanted at the free throw line, but that one's off the mark. So still hope for the Bruins, but every second that ticks off is less of a chance. And the second one is good, so a 9-point game. Bruins need points. They need 3 trays to tie. Russell, 3-point look, a little bit too short. And Bittner comes away with the rebound with 15 seconds to go. That will pretty much do it. And a foul by Coleman will send Hegum to the free throw line. Second personal foul against Janelle. So Isabel Hegum will head to the free throw line. She'll make the first. That will take her to 10 points. 10 points and 8 rebounds. And add one more to the point total. And this one again has gotten away to a double-digit lead, 77-66. Bruins might get one final shot. Dre Kiles short on the three-point attempt. And the final seconds tick off. And that will do it. The Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears come into the Fieldhouse and defeat the Bellevue Bruins by a score of 77-66. Similar to last night, the final score may not reflect how close the game was. The Bruins with an effort throughout the game, but come a little bit short in the final. With the victory, the Battling Bears are now 16-8 overall, 13-5 in conference play. With the loss, Bellevue drops to 9-14, 5-13 in conference play. Let's look at some final statistics in this one. The Battling Bears wind up shooting 39%, 33% from behind the arc, and a wonderful 93% from the free throw line for the Bellevue Bruins. They started off shooting very poorly in the first quarter, but wind up shooting 43% on the game. I apologize, I have that backwards. The numbers I gave you here. Here, the Battling Bears shot 43%, 33, and 73% from the free throw line. It was the Bruins who shot 39%, 33% from behind the arc, and 93% from the free throw line. For the Bears, Brenna Lindsay with 22 points, the leading scorer. Angelina Cavanaugh and Paige Wasson with 21 points apiece. Isabel Hegum also added 11 points, and 2 points for Taylor Black, and that's it. They had 5 scorers. They used a 7-person rotation. All the points coming from the starting 5. For the Bellevue Bruins, Zakiya Mohammed will finish as the team high with 15. Caroline Ellison and Drew Zuha will finish with 12 points apiece. 9 for Drasoni Kiles, 8 for Joy Barron, 7 for Janelle Coleman, and 3 for Taryn Godsey. So again, the Bruins giving it their all, but coming up a little bit short, as they now have 4 regular season games remaining in the season. On the road next weekend. On Friday, they'll play at Montana Western, and on Saturday at Montana Tech. And then back home to finish the regular season, February 20th against Bismarck State and February 21st against Dickinson State. Waiting to see if we'll have a visit from head coach James Benford. No more texts in the queue. Thanks to everybody who played along with me, sending along their text today. Appreciate you doing that, letting us know where you're listening in. Bellevue men will take on the Rocky Mountain men. A battle between the first place Bears and the second place Bruins for the top spot in the Frontier Conference. The Bruins defeated Carroll College yesterday, who they were tied with for second place, so they can complete knocking off the number 1 and number 2 teams in the conference today if they can win against the Battling Bears. Obviously, the Battling Bears have other ideas. No, 2 moral victories for the Bruins, even if they didn't come away with physical victories over the last 2 nights against Carroll and tonight against Rocky Mountain. Oh, hi there. Yeah, here we go. All right, we're joined now by head coach James Benford and family. All right, let's get you a microphone here. All right, hopefully we get the screen turned over to the online camera here. Give us a quick introduction, Coach, to these youngsters here.
Well, this handsome young man right here is my grandson. His name is Genoa Easton Jones.
Nice to meet you.
He's the next phenom, and this beautiful young lady just turned 2. Her name is Jaya Desiree.
Nice to meet you, too.
You guys say hello?
All right, very good. We're hoping to have you on the screen here soon, but I'm not quite sure. Let's take a quick peek back here. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, Coach, we talked before the game about last night being kind of a moral victory, if not a physical victory. We kind of have to say the same thing again today, don't we?
Yes, extremely impressed with our girls. Back-to-back games against 2 teams receiving votes in the top 25. And I think we were there from the beginning to the end. I mean, of course, we talked about it earlier. A mistake here or there, it's the difference between winning by 1 or losing by 5 or 6 against a team of this caliber. And that's a very, very talented team.
Again, you've got some players that have come on for the Bruins. You've got your consistent base of Zakaya and some of the senior, the experienced players like Drew and Emma. And now again, we got Caroline, we got Janelle, we got Dre. All the young ladies who are melding into a team together now.
Yeah, they become a family. Like I say, through adversity, I think they got closer, stuck together a little harder, and they trust each other. I think just one of our words of the season is trust. So no matter who's in the game, they're going to give it everything they got and support each other when others are down, pick them back up.
Still in play for that 8th or 7th spot in conference with 4 more games to go.
Yes, sir.
Look ahead to next week. You're on the road against Montana Western and Montana Tech. Give us a little advanced scouting of those 2 games, and then we'll talk about your home finale.
Yeah, well, both of those teams are going to be extremely tough, and on the road, every game is tough. The styles kind of match our styles. We'll be able to get up and down and run, hopefully create some free shots in transition, but it's going to be another physical match. The foul trouble, we got to do a better job of staying out of it early, because if we can keep Zakaya on the court going into the 4th quarter, we're in great shape. When she gets early foul trouble, it puts us in a bad situation. Not her fault. This is the way the game is called and how physical we are, but it's going to be great matches. We're looking forward to it.
She did a great job in that second half playing with those 3 fouls. I mean, she had to back off a couple of times, but she still was an offensive and defensive presence for the Bruins.
Yeah, me personally, I know the record doesn't display it, but I think she's one of the top 10 to 15 players in the conference. I think every team has to gear up against her and guard her a certain way, and I think she's a focal point of a lot of teams. Like I say, sometimes the record takes away from a kid's ability, but I think she's one of those special kids.
The final 2 games of the regular season are back at home against Bismarck and Dickinson, against teams that are similar to your record. Talk about what you have to do in those 2 games.
Well, we just got to assert ourselves. We got to be who we are, and we just got to adjust to anything that occurs. These are our playoff games we always talk about. So every game from this point is a playoff game for us. And we know the home crowd will have our back, and we're excited about that. So I'm looking forward to it, but try not to look ahead.
Very good. We got Caroline here going to talk with us too?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, good luck to you with practices and games on the road next week, and then back home 2 weeks from now.
All right, thank you.
Head Coach Jane Bedford, say hi.
My name's Genoa.
Say hi.
Hey-o.
Say hi. All right, thank you, sir.
Get that microphone away from me. Very good, Coach. Thanks for coming by. That one's yours, this one's mine. Very good. All right, Caroline, come on over. Get the seat of honor here. And if you would hold that right about there.
Okay.
All right, very good. Joined now by Bruin newcomer Caroline Ellison. Talk about your path of how you wound up here at Bellevue University. Talk about your JUCO situation and everything before here.
Well, I originally went to a JUCO in California called Victor Valley College, and Coach Ice heard about me from the University of Omaha coach. And he reached out to my head coach at JUCO and said, hey, I want her. And I came here, loved the program, loved the people, so that's how I committed here.
How did you first heard of Bellevue through UNO? That's a lot of nice coaching, sharing information like that.
Yeah.
You had some medical issues. You don't have to go into a lot of detail, but you're feeling much stronger now than you did back in the fall.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What kind of things did you have to do in order to recuperate?
I had to do a lot of extra work because basketball requires a lot of conditioning, and especially in your legs. So when I came back, I had to go through a lot of getting my legs back under me, and my coaches were very understanding of that. So when I came back, they were very cautious of playing time and my situation, so they always ask me, how are you feeling, your legs and everything, but the whole biggest thing was getting my legs back under me.
You feel much more comfortable out there on the floor, I would imagine, now than when you did back in October and November.
Absolutely.
Another 12-point night, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Talk about some of the things you get. This is a team where there's a few returning players, but a whole crop of new players like you and Joy and Dre and Janelle and whoever else I'm forgetting as well. Talk about some of the things that you guys did to come together as a team.
Some of the things was just communicating with each other, understanding everybody's play style. You know, everybody understood their role. So once you figure out what everybody likes to do, that's a big conversation of, hey, what do you want to do? You might have someone who's, I like to catch and shoot, so I'm not going to put you in a position that's going to make you drive or have to put the ball on the ground. I want to put you in positions that's your strongest. So really talking to everybody about what you want to do and how you want to play was our biggest factor, and then that helped us figure out where to get you on the court to your sweet spots.
Sounds good. Give you an opportunity to say hello to family and friends who might be listening in.
Hi, Mom. Hi, uncles, aunts.
Very good. You got everybody covered there?
Yes.
All right, very good. Well, continued success to you and to your teammates. 4 more games in the regular season, hopefully a berth in the conference tournament as well. Continue to work hard on this year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Caroline Ellison, our player interview of the game, post-game show. Thanks for coming up, taking those steep steps here. That's an extra workout for you today. All right, thank you, Caroline. All right, that'll wrap it up for the first half of our broadcast today. The women falling to the Rocky Mountain Battling Bears, 77-66, our final score. The Bruins came close, but couldn't quite get the W. Time to step out. Mick Krupski say, come on back in about 10 or 15 minutes for men's action right here on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.